Hello folks, welcome to Dual Universe. And go is we're actually just going to talk about Dual Universe. So first off, a little bit of background. It came out on August 30th of 2020. It's developed by the French developer Nova Corp. It's a sci-fi space sim that has elements of EVO Online, Factorial, and Space Engineers mixed in addition to having devs from all those respective companies as well. So it has a decent breadth of talent and people working on the game. And today, I actually just want to give you guys my thoughts on the game as to whether you guys should actually, invest your hard-earned time and money into this game, especially now. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I wanted to mention first that this game is a subscription-based game. So it means that every month you're going to be paying a fee to play the game. It's not a buy once, forget about it game like Imperially Dangerous, to name two examples. For subscription in this game, the lowest amount of this game does not have 1 month subscriptions. The subscriptions come in 3 months installments. So 3 months, 6 months, and then 9 months. 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. So for the 3 months package, that's the very, very basic one. You get 3 months of game time, and that will cost you about $20. You about 21 with tax. 6 months, probably about $60. And then the 12-month option is probably closer to $100. I don't know the exact price. Feel free to check out the link in the description below. That will show you the exact pricing of the game. So now, while that is worth it, I know a lot of people don't like subscription games. So my next major thing is, just to be quick with this, is the gameplay loop. The gameplay loop in of itself, in my opinion, is very shallow. So it's just going to spend most of the time mining rocks. Early game, you're going to spend a lot of time mining rocks, and that way it's akin to a lot of other survival games where you mine rocks at the beginning of the game, and it gets easier as you go on. You do everything besides mining rocks. That is true with this game as well, to the case of a limited extent. And there we go. So there will also be a bit of lag mining rocks occasionally. So essentially, what you're going to do is you start off by mining rocks. You're going to spend a lot of time mining rocks in the area, mining all the rocks. You want to take those rocks. You're going to go ahead and refine them in your suit crafter or your nano crafter into other types of materials, with pure components taking up the basis of, or like the basic ores of the game, and they make you the most stuff. So for example, I would go here, make some iron from hematite, add the Q, voila. You're going to spend a lot of time doing that. Eventually you will get to the point where you can skip the whole mine surface rock. You begin the process of digging on the ground, finding larger deposits of ore, and you can make other components as well, and you can sell those to markets, and then you can also buy stuff from markets as well. And then eventually you will go ahead and get to the point where you can go ahead and get your inventory set up, get your industry set up. So you get an industry going. You can make a lot of materials. Assuming you have the line set up, you can only have 1 material per refinery though. So that's kind of a downside, but I'll get in that later. That's in another video. But essentially, the goal is mine, sell, mine, do some industry stuff, build, mine, use stuff from the market, keep doing industry stuff, build, sell, and mine. So a lot of mining and a lot of industry. And I should note, this is a team-based game. Right now, you will do far better if you have an organization. There are plenty of hiring. You can check out the link in the description below. I'll give you some more information about ores and where to find them. I won't really go into that too much right now. But since it's kind of like EVE, you really gonna want to have people to help you out with. I'm not really doing that because I like to play solo. So let's have to see how that goes. You don't have a big org, a small org, just a few friends will help you get far in this game. Friends, other people will always help you in this game. So another thing, performance and graphics is the next thing I want to talk about. Here as you can see, these are the graphics. I have some of them toned down because I'm using a GTX 1650. It's a good card, but it's not the best of this game. So these are the graphics. They will be updated. There's supposed to be a planet biome rework coming in sometime. I don't know when, but we're supposed to get it sometime soon. We're supposed to get it sometime. I'm not necessarily sure when. Maybe by the end of the year. Maybe sometime early next year. Who knows? But when we get it, it's supposed to make these planets look a lot better. Because currently, the planets that have an atmosphere like Aleph and Sanctuary and other planets, it's just going to be, they were going to be barren, or they're just going to have trees and rocks. You will see a few lakes and oceans, but nothing really too crazy. And this game also just have no NPCs, no PvE content, and no AI. About the no PvE content, NovaCore prefers the term emergent gameplay, as all content is originated from the players themselves. So player learn missions, player corpse fighting achiever, etc., etc. Similar to what Eve had, unfortunately, currently the game does not have a mission board implemented, doesn't have contracts implemented. It has some basic person-to-person trading, but nothing really on a large scale. Also has a market system, which is not player run yet, but players can buy and sell goods on those markets to other players as well to make profit. And that does bring me to my next topic, performance. You might wonder how that ties in. I'll get to that in a sec. Performance in this game is, yeah, okay, it's abysmal. It's not the best. I mean, it runs fine. The problem is this thing pushes my system to the max. Being a beta, this game is heavily unoptimized, and even as you can see from this video, I have lag while I'm doing this. So that you will see this video is lagging. Hopefully, I know they have plans for optimization. I know it's coming down the line. So if that's something that's gonna be a deal breaker for you, the optimization is not the best. You know, optimization, Nova graphics are not the best, but NovaCore knows that, and they're working on it. Next thing, regarding performance, is performance in markets. So markets are clustered in districts. Oh, look, the sun's going down to a light. In the districts, there's a lot of people there, so you get major FPS drops. Not as bad as it was when it launched, but you're still getting a lot of FPS drops. So when you go over there, it will be very laggy, and you have a hard time finding stuff. If you're not close to a popular district area, you put like a random market that's not a district area, you really won't have much FPS issues, but you will still have some. So the performance is not the best. Don't expect it to run well. I've heard people who have like super rigs have issues with this game. I've had issues too. I should also mention that you want to get a lot of back-end infrastructure error like pinging operation, server lag, mining ores with ores disappearing and coming back, which can also cause crashes, terrain not loading in properly. You will see drawing pop in. It's not as much here because I have the environment, music, and a couple other things turned down. And as a result, the popping isn't as bad, but you will see your final opponent, the terrain will loading, etc., etc. You have the same problem with constructs, which are things you can build. So if you have too many things like this next to an area, you get a little ball that says loading rights, and that can seriously slow you down in your FPS because of the way the server handles things. So I do hope they get on that. I think they plan on soon, but they do have that. And then, wow, I went way over 5 minutes. Okay. I went way over 5 minutes. Okay, well, I guess we'll just wait for 10 minutes. So the next thing after that is, again, the gameplay loop is very shallow. It's probably better with an organization, but I will say it's very shallow. The game does have a lot of unintuitive UI choices that make it hard to navigate certain menus, and you can spend entire days. I've done this, looking at menus, trying to find the right thing. And this is where things like the support channel come in, which are very, very helpful. So there are two support channels. You have a support channel in-game, which is player run. There are no devs, no GMs, anybody who works for NovaCore is not in this channel. They will be on the Discord. NovaCore, for some reason, is a lot of their communication through Discord and on their forums. Mostly through Discord. So if you really need help with something that can't be fixed by the help of the people in this channel, the players in the channel, go to the Discord, but it will take you a while. But these folks are helpful, and they really do help you get a lot taken care of. And if you have an org, it will make it far, far easier to do that. So next, graphics group, shallow gameplay loop. I'll cut this out. Actually, I think that's really is about it for the game. My main complaints are just the graphics, the optimization is terrible. The graphics could be improved. The gameplay loop is very shallow. We get a lot of back-end infrastructure errors. The subscription model, the beta. Overall, I would give it a 5 out of 10 currently. I would say it's a 50-50 buy. If you have the patience and the frustration to do this game has a lot of potential. If given enough time, given enough love, it could become the next EVE Online with better mechanics and better things to do. But right now, it is in it's rather shallow, and if you don't have organization, it can get real boring real fast. So overall, I would say, should you buy it? 50-50. It's up to you. Your money, your time. You flip the coin, decide how you want to spend it. So if you think this is a game for you, then by all means go ahead and buy it. But if you don't, you can always wait a few months. Maybe come back when they implement 1 month subscriptions, etc., etc. Maybe give it a shot. You might like it, you might not. You know how we all know how these type of things go. If you don't like it, just make sure you get your money's worth and cut your losses. And if you do like it, you keep playing it and have fun. There ain't much I can really say about that, as it's coming from a former Eve player here. So anyway, folks, I do appreciate you for watching. If you guys do want to see more of these videos, please let me know in the comments below. Also, I'd like to know what you all are doing for fun. How are your organizations doing? Am I being too critical in this video? What did I miss? What can I improve upon? Etc. etc. So anyway, folks, thank you for watching.